Fame may be fleeting, and wealth ephemeral, but true evil never die. Queen Chrysalis, the changeling enemy of the equestrian G4 ponies. And Lord Dredd, the everlasting mech emperor of the Fatimite series.
He was a little tired after the last fatal fight with you, so we decided to let him sleep in today. In the meantime, Polyester has very gracefully agreed to help out.
The land of Equestria is a land of magic, friendship, and prosperity, as well as peace and harmony throughout the land. See, this land suffers from a multitude of different threats throughout its environment. Whether that threat be a rogue unicorn bent on conquest of chaos and fear, absorption of magic, dictatorship, chaos and disharmony, former princess turned villain, then turned back into a good girl, and the subject of our fight video this year, Queen Chrysalis. You see, Chrysalis got jealous of Canterlot's grass, water, and not being a god-forsaken desert. She dreamed of a better world for her people. Chrysalis is a force to be reckoned with. In the Fatimite universe version of Planet Mobius, the universe is actually governed by two opposing forces, which are, of course, order and equal forces of evil create balance. This can only be found in an alternate reality known as the Dark Realm. This is the Dark Crystal and the Seven Xeno Crystals. SWATbot 10 was a commanding unit of the SWATbot armies. Alongside his creator and master, Dr. A, aka Dr. Robot. Polly had some tactics. He failed to capture Sonic and tried to defeat his mortal enemy, Phantom Knight 452.
To the dark side and conquer Mobius in the universe for himself. As such, he needed the aid of the Master Emerald's polar opposite, the Dark Crystal. On that day, SWATbot 10 rejected his loyalty to Robotnik. He became a Dark Lord and much more. He was the Dark Lord, Vilious Dredd. He didn't have time to enjoy his new life. As his own mortal enemy, he swore to end his regime, which ultimately led to war. Also influence the lives of living things, whether it be mind controlling, body possession, or soul stealing, and abilities of fallen enemies through his power of dominance.
also acid blood rain from the sky. My demonic Arc Inferno is a fireball of molten rock that can burn anything. And also revitalize all crystals. With all these powers, it's no wonder Mobius trembled at his presence for centuries, though, perhaps their fears were founded. Resurrected every 100 years. Dredd is strong enough to punch through walls, catch arrows in midair, and can even warp the fabric of reality itself to his heart's content. By measuring the size of the power to destroy the superweapon must be the equivalent of at least 16 quadrillion tons of TNT. The only way to defeat this guy is through the use of Chaos Emerald, which Lord Dredd isn't a fan of. So if you want a villain that's much more dangerous than Dr. Eggman, look no further than the Dark Lord Vilius Dredd. Prepare to tremble, Mobius, and fear and darkness. Yes, and despair.
Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities. So now, let's end this debate once and for all.
But what is a creature? A miserable pile of secrets. Far. Despair. Finish her. I am no simple robot. I am a god. You're right. You're not a creature. But yet Dredd. Walls. Fatality.
There was a lot to go on here. Both Chrysalis and Lord Dredd showed similar reaction speed, with only a slight % difference when compared to the speed of light. They were both brilliant schemers and manipulated many intelligent foes. And their standard magical arsenals seemed pretty comparable overall. An admirable feat, to be sure, but let's take a look at that meteor strike Lord Dredd survived.
Based on its size and composition and speed obliteration, this must be the equivalent of at least these 2 megatons of TNT, thousands of times greater than Chrysalis' proven durability. In some circumstances, sure, running this fight over and over again, Queen Chrysalis would certainly score a few victories. But due to Lord Dredd's regenerative abilities, it would take more than just a Chaos Emerald weapon to finish him off. Not to mention, Lord Dredd also wielded a holy magic of his own that took the form of Queen Chrysalis' weakness in the form of demonic Megiddo. Oh, okay, I know it's simply called holy magic, but it's basically demonic, instead of holy. He's so get with the program. Despite wielding the power of magic, Queen Chrysalis magic paled in comparison to the might and power that Lord Dredd drew from the dark crystal, in the dark realm. So the energy would magic could be compared to the size and power of a planet. However, the dark realm is an entire universe that's leagues greater than Chrysalis's magic possessed. Try comparing the dark realm and the power of magic as batteries, which fuel Lord Dredd and Queen Chrysalis's his abilities.
Compared to each other, her Lord Dredd would be drawing energy from something like a car battery, while how Queen Chrysalis, this would be more attuned to a small AA. Queen Chrysalis may have held the advantage. But Lord Dredd's more valid held magic, tougher arsenal, and mystical abilities sealed his former changeling queen's fate.
The winner is Lord Vilius Dredd.